Welcome to the first Teaching Tuesday. We're going to start in the beginning, believe it or not, the actual beginning. Verse 1 of the Bible, Genesis 1:1. We're going to talk about the word created. Genesis 1:1 says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." And I think it's very foundational for us to understand. We think created, we think of making something, we get it, this wasn't here, now it is. We get that, yeah, big deal. So we stop thinking about the word created. But let's think about this a little more. There was a day that none of this was here. And God thought, God said, and it happened. Here's some things about the word created. And in the Hebrew, it's pronounced something like Bara. And it's to form or to fashion or to produce, to create. So God, He formed the earth and the universe. And He formed Adam. And He put His Spirit in Adam. So we have the Spirit of God in us. We are created in His image. Which is fascinating. It's a whole other study. But we're sticking on the word created just in the sense of its meaning. He formed it. He fashioned it. So He put a lot of thought and process into it. It wasn't just, sometimes we make things and it's just like willy-nilly, like, I did it. Okay, it's good enough. It's a big deal. No, God thought about it. God's thoughts were pure and holy, so when He thought it was perfection. When He created the heavens and earth, it was perfection. Every aspect, every minute detail had a purpose and a plan and was designed to accomplish something. On Testimony Tuesday, we talked about the one thing. Every molecule had one thing it's designed to do, and God thought that all out in a split second. It's fascinating to me. Fashioned it to produce. When He creates something so that it can be a creator also. That's part of in His image. So when He created you and me, He didn't create us to create something out of nothing. That was His job only. But since we're in His likeness, He created you and me to create things for Him. Whether it's ministries, whether it's jobs, whether it's your giftings and your callings, you are designed to create something with the things that God has already placed in you and around you. That's fascinating to me. Every resource, everything we need, God will provide when He calls us to accomplish that one thing that we talked about in Testimony Thursday. So, to be in God's image, we are also creators. It's fascinating. Some more things. This is, creating is similar to sculpturing. Well, isn't that what He says? He shapes and molds us with His hands. God shaped and molded the universe, the earth. And you read through the Genesis account. He started with this, then He went to that, then He went to this. Now I can create this because I have that will sustain that part of that life. Now I can create this because that can sustain that part of that life. Now I can create humans because I've created an atmosphere that they can breathe and live in and have food and resources for them to survive in. He created everything. And you are a creator too. Some of you are designed to create music, create poems, create ministries, create new organizations. And in our ultimate fulfilling of God, we are all to create new creatures for Christ, to go out and make disciples. That's what we're called to do in the teeniest, simplest form, to go make disciples. He created us to make more brothers and sisters for ourselves, which in turn makes more children for Him. Because He has a desire for everyone to come into the fold, to be part of the family. And it's your responsibility and my responsibility to do our part of the calling, to reach out and get them. What are you creating? Bara is a fitting word that describes both creating by bringing into existence and creating by fashioning existing matter into something new. See, God created everything out of nothing. And He left all the resources here. He made all the resources so that we can create something. However you're watching this video, God inspired someone to create it and had the resources for them to do it. All the technology, God gave the wisdom to create the technology. What are you supposed to create? See, there's something awesome you're supposed to create. Like again, whether it's a ministry, whether it's a school, whether it's an orphanage, whether it's a new town, village, environment. Whether you're supposed to create the first Christian family in your history, in your own family. Maybe that's all God's calling you to do, to build your family on the solid rock of Jesus Christ. And you're the one that's going to break the curse that the enemy's held your family down for generations. Maybe that's all you're supposed to create. Maybe you're supposed to go create a new church somewhere. Maybe you're supposed to go create a new a business somewhere. Maybe you're supposed to be the one to break the curse and actually go learn a trade or go to school and becomes some kind of profession. God designed you to create. He created you to create because we're in His image. So that's the word today, create. Dig it out, search it out, seek it out. And next Tuesday we'll try to get you another word or another concept. Just short, fast, so that every time you read scriptures you have just a teeny bit more understanding. So again, share, like, subscribe, send in your thoughts, send in your questions, send in what you'd like to study, and someday we'll get to it. God's kind of given me a little plan on how to do these, so we're going to work with that till I'm told different. Because He's creating something. He's creating a family, an environment here. And you and I are just supposed to be obedient. You're supposed to be obedient to watch. I'm supposed to be obedient to say whatever He tells me to say. And together we're creating something. Who knows? We're just fellow Christians on a journey, trying to do our best to love our God, to serve our God, and accomplish what He wants to do in our life. God bless. God loves you.